3 in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. All that and more coming up next.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams that love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. But come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here's the veteran Greg Zuerlein as we are ready to start. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. In motion, it's Waddle. Off play action, it's Tua. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Tua now on 1st down. Finds the open man, Braxton Berrios.
They were able to connect on the comeback, but I don't think it was really well executed. This is a deeper route. This receiver's got to push his depth before his break a little bit more downfield. They'll take the completion, but they were hoping to get a little bit more with that one.
Back to throw is Tua. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. 3rd down coming up.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The big fella, Quinn Williams, forcing his way in for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So on 4th down, the Dolphins turn to Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this, with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Kone now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Rodgers. Thrown left side. The catch is made.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They get 19 on that pass play, and the Jets have a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. Another run here with Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They're going to go, and it's Hall. And he's going to have the Jets first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass.
Powering forward. He's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets move out to a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. On the return, Malik Washington. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Dolphins offense going to take over now for the second time. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On 1st down, here's Tungo Vailoa to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the 1st down. Give him 16 there and a 1st down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a 1st down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That's taken in by Achane.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On play action, it's Tungo Vailoa. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. First and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. Got his man at the 6. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Hill brought in motion. Here's Achane. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
One more time, it's Achane. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Man in motion is Berrios. Now, Tungo Vailoa on 3rd and goal. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Feels like they needed that sack. This entire drive, it feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Set to return is Xavier Gibson. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. You have a tight end motioning left here. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. That's into the hands of Xavier Gibson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
To the left side, and Adams has it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
On the handoff, here comes Hall. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And Zerline comes back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one off. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll tuck it and take off. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
In motion, it's Waddle. Play action. Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And he will go all the way. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Jets offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Throwing, Rodgers. That's complete. It's Malachi Corley. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Here's Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Adams. That is hard. And he will score. Davante Adams. Touchdown, New York. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets make the lead 4. It is 17-13. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Now a first down throw for Tua. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Tua now on third down. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Tua. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Now a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Tua. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our halftime report. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jets offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. That one's a Corley. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the gun, Rodgers. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for Malachi Corley. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He gets this complete, finding Adams. And he's going to have a Jets 1st down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Rodgers going up top again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
That is caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, New York. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets will extend this third quarter lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Tyreek Hill heading back on the field. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. Here's second and 6. Tua going to give it to Achane, and he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down. Third and 5. Hill brought in motion. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
So on fourth down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Xavier Gibson, the Week 1 hero back in 2023, deep to return. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. So now Rodgers and the Jets ready to take over once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. Whoa! Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Rodgers now. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield. So it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
third and short yardage. It's Rodgers. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
A play fake. Now two to throw. That's taken in by Achane. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. 3rd and 2, Tagovailoa. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Here's 2 and out on 2nd down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. He fumbled the football. The Jets have got it. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That's hard! And he will score! Game on! Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now a big play here. Dolphins will go for 2. In motion, it's Waddle. Here's a give to Achane. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Gibson now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Jets offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
On the give, it's Hall, working his way for a short pickup to the 48. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A give. Here's Hall. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Rodgers on 1st down. To the left side, and Adams has it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
A run here with Hall, and we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They give to Hall. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, It's third down. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hall. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down 2-E. Third and 9. Victory formation here as he's down 2-E.
Line for the Jets field goal. A 34-yard attempt. The kick near
So this one in the win column for the Jets. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.